Blessings and enough love to everyone. Thank you very much, all the queens and kings in the house, and those that are already on YouTube. I really appreciate having a little technical difficulty in getting the message or the flyer out for this evening, and so I do really apologize for the late, late start. But thank you all for being here. Really, really appreciate it. And so moving right along as we start this evening's meeting, deep dive, globally changing lives. Um, in August. Are you not hearing me? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Hello. Right. No. Okay. Hello. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Check. Oh, mercy. That's not good. All right. Still can't hear you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Hello. What is happening here? Hello. All right. Don't know what's happening. Let me check to see. I can't hear you. 1, 2. Hello, hello. I'm hearing you, but I'm not hearing nothing else. Okay. Hi. Fine, thank you. Okay. Thank you for asking. No problem. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't either. Dr. Derrick don't have WhatsApp anymore on neither number. Okay. So WhatsApp must be doing something with certain people. God knows. I don't know. It's okay. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm not in jail. Here, I see him talking, but I don't hear him. Microphone is on. He's not muted. He's unmuted. Dr. Okay. Davis, we cannot hear you. All right. Signature song is playing, we don't hear it. Thing is happening. I don't hear him either. I'm not. Okay, thank you so much. This problem I did. So whenever he's ready, Sam. Greetings, peace, Dr. blessings, T. Love to you. Greetings, how are you? I'm good, are you? With there. I'm fine. I'm going to say all is give well. Me a few minutes. All is well. All is well. Have a choice, right? Yeah, try to find out who's with. We do have a choice. Well, all is well. I choose to say all is well. All is well. Greetings, kings and queens and brand ambassadors. Queen Pastor Antoinette. Hello. Greetings. Since you guys are not showing your face, that's why I decided not to show my face. Okay, well, I can show my face here. No, you have to show yours. Yeah. Dr. Benny, you hello. Hello. I don't have my camera on. Okay. That's all right. All right. So, anything business. Oh, let me. All right. So if Dr. Nadu,
Derek is talking, but I can't understand. I don't understand. I don't hear him. Okay.
Uh,
Greetings to you. Queen Rosalind, Queen Janet, Queen Nancy, Queen Dr. Nadu. Dr. D is still talking, what?
nah, 1, 2. Hello.
Hi. Hi, Queen Benny. Queen Rosalind. Yes, I'm here. Greetings. Thank you so much for coming. Hi, Queen Nancy. Welcome.
Hello. All right.
Welcome, sweetheart. Hi. Greet everybody.
Peace, blessing, enough love.
And the dogs are here.
Look in your regular text message because I don't have WhatsApp. They took away my full WhatsApp right now. So look in your regular text message if you see it. Uh, let me send it again.
To join Scrutus.
Huh?
I'm smiling because thank God I did not join.
Oh, okay. Heart and dark cloud. All right. Cool. Um,
All right, let's concentrate. I know unpassive is the only way. That's all the time and every time. Hey, Queen JW. Get to Dr. Benny. Yeah, man. Queen Janet. Enjoying nothing else. That unpassive is the best, right? Every time. Every time. Thank you. When I think of unpassive, I say, Chai, I know that we have not received anything but you are Queen.
hello. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
All right. Okay. Oh mercy. All right. So Queen Dr. Nadu, if you could just make me co-host, that will be fabulous. Queen Dr. Nadu.
I'm going to make you the host.
No, the co-host is all right. Not a yeah, man. All right, thanks. Okay, doke. Okay, do apologize. Oh my goodness, it's on Zoom. But thank you all very much. Really appreciate. And let us and make Dr. Benny co-host for me, please. Right. Dr. Benny, make that Dr. Benny co-host. All right, wonderful. Okay, so thank you all very much. As I was saying earlier, I don't know what happened. I guess it's a Zoom phantom going through. So thank you all very much for joining us this wonderful Tuesday, and here on Deep Dive Globally Changing Life. So to start properly and officially, as I said, I do apologize. A lot of technical difficulties that is happening on my side and with me and with devices. So really appreciate that in spite, so many people are still on. Thank you all very much, and people on YouTube, thank you all very much. And we are going to start with our signature tune, In It to Win It. Lirato Shadari, our singing artist, recording artist, everything artist. And please just take a look at this video. The next stop is on passage. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Mm. All right, wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Loretta Shadari. Really appreciate. And so moving forward, we have um, Dream to Live mindset for this today by our one and only Queen Dr. Tunishai Ford, an international transformational speaker. Of course, she's a life coach and empowerment trainer for many, many years. Also, a talk show host, and she's a published author of 4 books. Also, editor in chief of Discovering You magazine. And this Discovering You magazine is free. So please register. It's there on the flyer and it's in the description in YouTube. So please let us all, if you have not yet subscribed, please to subscribe. It's a free publication and it's sent to you every month, once a month. From once you subscribe to it once, you are good to go. If you need advertisements or anything, you can speak to the editor and chief, and that is the speaker of Mindset. And so, without any further ado, we will let Dream to Live be speaking in our ears at this time by our one and only lovable, beautiful Queen Dr. Tunishai Ford.
Hallelujah. Hey, good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Greetings to all of you. Greetings to all of you. I am honored to have the opportunity again to present. And I really pray that this message will touch your hearts because it's very, very important to me. Oftentimes when I get a chance to see my friend Tony, and even when we're on the phone, we talk a lot about dreams and visions and goals, going forward. And that's one of the reasons why I chose this topic tonight, because I believe with all of my heart that not too many people are dreaming anymore. Not too many people are dreaming anymore. I mean, because we get so caught up with the cares of life. We get so busy doing things. We get so bombarded with hardship and poverty and lack and being in toxic relationships and just not being focused on the bigger picture, which is to create, to build, to be fulfilled. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Think about yourself. Think about all of you who are on this platform right now. Ask yourself this question and be honest with yourself. When was the last time you actually had a vision of your life? When was the last time you did desire to do something bigger than yourself? In other words, coming out of the realm of possibility and what's achievable. Anybody can do that. Anybody can come out can do that. Come out of the realm of possibility. Anybody can be in that realm. Anybody can be in the realm of achievability because it's easy. It's easy. It's comfortable. It's not scary. But the downside, when we stay safe, when we stay in a realm of safety, We underestimate our capabilities, we limit future achievements, and we deny ourselves of exceptional success. Let me repeat that. When we stay safe, when we don't dream, when we don't have a vision, we underestimate our capabilities, we limit future achievements, and we deny ourselves exceptional success. So, I want to share with you this evening 7 tactics that will be helpful to you to help you have bigger dreams and live a more exciting and fulfilling life. Dream to live. Dream to do something bigger than yourself. Dream to fulfill your purpose. Dream to create and to build. Dream. And that's my word for you all tonight. Dream. So let me share with you tonight 7 tactics that will help you dream to live. The first one, if you're taking notes, number one, be outlandish. Be outlandish. When was the last time you heard that word, ladies and gentlemen? Outlandish. What does that mean to be outlandish? To dream outlandish. I want you to think about things that you know you would never do. That you could probably say, like for example, can you see yourself bungee jumping? Think about that. Can you see yourself swimming with the dolphins? I know a person who did that. Can you see yourself going in a spaceship in a shuttle and maybe going to the moon with a trained astronaut and you're a civilian and you're walking on the moon with that person? Can you see yourself doing that? Can you see yourself writing a bestseller book, a novel? The people from all over the world are buying your book, and when they see your name in lights, they just gravitate towards you. Can you see that? I want you to begin to be outlandish in your thinking. Think of something that you know that you probably wouldn't even want to do, but I want you to pretend like you're doing it. That just gets your juices, that gets your creative juices moving in your mind. Think about that. So, number one, be outlandish. Think of things you know you'd never do and imagine yourself doing it. Imagine yourself doing it. And when you begin to do this will prime and pump you to move past your subconscious limits and your pseudo realities that impose on themselves, that impose that fear that you need to overcome. So, again, number one, be outlandish. Think of things you know you would never do and imagine yourself doing it. Secondly, if you're taking notes, secondly, dream big. Dream big. What would you do if you had everything, all the money that you needed, the time, the resources, now outside of money, what would you do if everything was just perfect in your life and you just go out there and make things happen? What would that look like to you? What does that look like? When you begin to dream really big, you have all the money you need, you have the time, you have nothing bogging you down, no children, no grandchildren. Life is just grand, and the world is yours. God just says, go out there and make it happen. What would that look like for you? I want you to begin to dream bigger. Take goals that you already have and begin to say, I want to make this bigger. So, okay, you want to write a book. Not just write a book, but be a best-selling author. You want to start an orphanage in Africa somewhere, not just a country in Africa, but several countries in Africa. You want to build a home, but not just build a home, but build a home that's so lavish that people will come all over the United States and maybe even the world just to see it. Dream big. Because that's something that most people don't do because they're so busy just having being involved in the status quo. They don't think about dreaming big. I remember when I first started the Step Up program, and most of you all know about my Step Up program, and I'm so proud of that. When I started the Step Up program in 2018, I had no idea that it would even go to the level that it's gone to right now. And the students that we've touched, the lives of the young people that we've touched. But that's not even as big as I want it to be. My desire is to take Step Up and make it something that's going all over the United States. They have step up programs all over major cities in the United States. That's my big dream. But I have no idea how to do it. No, I don't. But guess what? I've already started. When we started the step up program, we were only on site. We were in a little library in my town, and we were in a library, and that's where we started. Now, not only are we in the library, we're also on Zoom. And we're not only on Zoom for the people who are local, we can have students from all over the world. We proved that. Queen JW was a part of our Step Up program. We've had students from Nigeria in our Step Up. That's the truth, Dr. Benny. We've had students from Nigeria in our Step Up program. So I've already seen a bigger. I've already seen the bigger picture. And I had no idea, but I began to visualize this thing being so big that one day, and I may not even live to see it, I might be dead and gone. But maybe someone on my team may take the baton and take that and make that dream come to fruition, where that dream will be all over the United States and maybe even all over the world. The Step Up program, it'll be a household name, and that's what I want you all to do. Take something that you want to do right now. Some of you have some things on the back burner, and you look at it every day. You walk right by it. It may be on a poster board. It may be in your bathroom. It might be on your dream board. It might be in your Bible. You look at it and say, oh, I'm not going to do that. Let me leave that alone. But don't do that. Open it up. Look at it. Begin to visualize yourself doing it. Remember, dream to live. Without a vision, you'll perish. That's the reason why you see so many things going in the world. A couple of weeks ago, I didn't know the young man, but at our church, we had close to 1,000 people in attendance for a funeral for a 14-year-old who died. He was shot twice. The young man was only 14 years old, and his dream was to become a star football player. He was looking forward to going to high school to play on a winning team. But the person who killed him was a person who didn't have a dream. A person who didn't have a dream, because when you have a dream, you don't destroy. When you have a dream, you create and you build, you expand. When you have a dream. But when you don't have a dream, it's inevitable that you're going to be self-destructive and you'll take everybody you can with you. That's what a non-dreamer would do. That's why it's so important to dream so that you can live. That young man who had a dream is 6 feet under. Actually, they cremated him, so he's gone now. He's gone. But the person who killed him is still walking around without a dream, without a vision. He was walking around visionless. And there's so many people who are like that young man who killed that other young man. They're visionless. They don't have a dream, because that's why they're self-destructive. You hear about it every day on the news. Some of you may have people like that in your family. You may have friends and associates who are like that, and you know they don't dream because all they do is worry. All they do is talk about the negativity, all the wrong things that are happening in their lives. They don't dream. They get all caught up in their problems. They don't know how to dream big. They don't know how to take those things, those problems, and put them on the back burner and say, okay, listen, I can't do anything about that. I'm going to focus on the task at hand. And what is that? I want to dream. I want to live. I want to make a difference. I want to be a world changer. I want to change my own life. I want to change the lives of many others. But in order for you to do that, you got to take your focus off of the negative and begin to see yourself as a person who builds. You're a creator. When God said, let there be, he gave everyone on this platform and everyone who's watching on YouTube the ability to dream and the ability to create and the ability to build, to take something that is nothing and make it something. That's what a dream is. Dream bigger. Number three, if you're taking notes, take that big dream that you have. Once you find out what that big dream is, after you finish being outlandish in your thinking, take a current goal and begin to inflate it. Inflate it. Think of ways to make it 2 or 3 times larger. What does that look like? Not only are you going to be a best-selling author, but you're going to be a speaker in demand. People are going to come from all book. You're going to travel all over the world. You're going to start an orphanage, not just in one country in Africa, but all over the world. You're going to go and put and start orphanages. You're going to do something bigger than yourself. Begin to inflate that dream. Write that thing down. Remember years, I used to always tell you, create a dream board. Next week, on Monday, we're going to teach our students from Step Up to create dream boards. They're going to take papers and magazines and put it on a poster board and create their dream. And we have youth in our class that are 10 years old, and we're going to teach them how to dream big. Begin to do that. Take a current goal that you have, whatever that goal might be. Your goal might mean you might want to, I don't know, start your own business. Make it not just a business, but make it a corporation. Hire people. Get yourself a board. Have stocks. Make it 2 or 3 times bigger. Don't just stop at being something real small and manageable. Make it something that's so big that you have to have other people involved to make it come to fruition. Take a current goal and inflate it. Number 3, take a current goal and inflate it. Number 4, for those of you who are taking note, number 4, ask your 8-year-old self what your goals should be. Remember when you were a child, 7, 8, 9 years old, and somebody asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up? Some children would tell, if you ask a child now, what do you want to be when you grow up? If you have a child that's well adjusted, you have a child that comes from a family where they're being loved, and if you don't even come from that environment, most children would tell you, "Hey, I want to be a doctor." Have you ever seen a child play up like a doctor? They have a little stethoscope and they put in their little stethoscope on people and play with their little dolls and they're playing doctor. And you say, "What are you doing, baby?" I'm playing doctor, mommy. So what are you doing? I'm gonna be a surgeon. I'm gonna be a doctor when I grow up. An 8-year-old. And what happens? They become a doctor. Not just a doctor, but award-winning doctor, like a Ben Carson. A Ben Carson. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be an astronaut, mommy. And you see that same little girl in a spaceship, the first African American woman in space. I want to be the president of the United States. 8 years old. And that child grows up to be the president. Ask your 8-year-old self, that child self, what it's like. Ask your childlike self, what kind of goal should I be looking at right now? Because a child, they don't have any limits. They're so confident. They have no preconceived notions of what their pitfalls can be. They have endless enthusiasm and optimism. They don't have anything in the way that hinders them from going forward. All they have is their imagination and they utilize it. Begin to use your imagination. Begin to come out of your comfort zone. Think about those things that you've always wanted to do when you were a child. And because some of those things that you wanted to do when you were a child, you really want to do them right now. But because of life happened, you put it on the back burner and you stop thinking about it. So ask your 8-year-old self what your goals should be, and you'll be surprised. Go back to that child. Go back to that time when you were full of confidence. You had endless enthusiasm and optimism. You had no fear. You can go out there and conquer the world because you knew you can do it. So number 4, ask your 8-year-old self what your goals should be. Number 5, and this is where the rubber meets the road. Number 5, change your words. You've heard me say it before. This is nothing new, but sometimes we need to be reminded, right? Your words hold power. Your words hold power. Life and death are in the power of your tongue. Begin to speak into existence the outcome. We already know the problem. Okay, the problem is, okay, you're broke. Yep, in the natural, you are broke. But what does God say? He says you're rich. He says you're wealthy. In fact, he tells you, I give you the ability to get wealth. God doesn't see you. He doesn't look at your bank account, your current balance in your account. He sees it full. So tap into the resources. Tap into the resources that make you rich. If your body is riddled with pain because of sickness and disease, begin to speak to your body. I'm healed. I'm whole. I'm restored. I'm delivered. These are the words that you should be speaking to yourself. Your words. How forcible are right words? How forcible are right words? Begin to speak your end in your beginning. Speak it into existence. Call those things that be not. Call those things that be not, ladies and gentlemen, as though they were. Speak in the present. I am rich. I am walking in divine health. I am happy. I am joyous. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I am not a failure. I am more than enough. Begin to decree and declare those words in your life. Your words hold power. And you all know that. I'm not telling you something new, but sometimes we forget it. I know I do. You get in that little pity party, start feeling sorry for yourself and start speaking all this negativity. You be like, oh my God. But when you start thinking, when you start speaking life to your situation, you feel better. It's like, okay, now it's like you got a whole new aspect of how things look. Like Dr. Derek always says, 20% of life is, what happens. But 80% is, how you respond to it. How do you respond to it? With your words. With your words. Weeping may endure for the night. Yeah, you crying in the nighttime, but guess what? Wake up with joy. Hey, this is the day that the Lord has made. And I shall rejoice. I don't care what it looks like. I don't even care what it feels like. I don't care if the world is falling apart. But not my world. Not my world. This is a great day. This is a good day. Be encouraged. Speak it into existence. Speak what you want to see that day look like into existence. And every day afterwards into existence. So number 5, change your words. Change your words. Number 6, and this is so important. This is so important. And some of you may not even admit this, but I'm going to be very transparent. Sometimes I don't always do this. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Sometimes you can be your own worst enemy because you don't feel good about who you are and you don't feel that you can accomplish that. You know how many, and I'm just being transparent. We know each other now. How many doors I did not go through because I did not believe in myself. I'm just being honest. You can think badly of Dr. T, and if we were in a physical, you may throw tomatoes at me, whatever you want to do. But it's the truth. I'm being honest. And I'm pretty sure if all of you are honest, you would say the same thing. Dr. T, there are many doors I didn't go through because I didn't believe in myself. I didn't see myself as that 8-year-old that was confident, that had endless enthusiasm, and was optimistic. All I saw were the pitfalls. All I saw were the doors that were shut. That's all I saw. All I saw was the impossibilities. It's time for you to start believing in yourself. God has given you everything you need, every tool. Remember a couple of weeks ago, I talked about this. When you were in your mother's womb, God gave you everything right there when you were forming in your little hands, your little toes, and your heart was beating. Not only did he give you flesh, he gave you purpose. He gave you purpose. He gave you purpose, Dr. Benny. He gave you purpose, Carlton. He gave you purpose, Dr. Derek, Jacqueline. Now, dude, he gave you purpose, Tony. He gave you purpose when you were formed in your mother's womb. So take those tools that he's given you and begin to believe in yourself. Because remember, it's him, when you see yourself the way he begins to see you, how can you fail? Because greater is he that's in you than he that is in the world. If he's dwelling on the inside of you, you need to believe in that person that he created because God didn't make a mistake. He didn't go, oops, I made Tunishai. I didn't mean to do that. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. He said she's fearfully and wonderfully made. That's what he said. And every one of you, he said, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. That's why you need to believe in yourself because the one who created you believes in you. And if he's for you, who could be against you? If he put a stamp of approval on your life, who are you to doubt that? When a door opens, go through it, especially if you know that God opened the door for you. Don't go through life anymore. Let this day be the last day that you don't go through a door that's open for you when you know there's a divine intervention, when you know that God divinely opened up that door for you. So begin to believe in yourself. Tell yourself that you can do it. Tell yourself that you're more than enough. Tell yourself that you're worthy of having happiness. Tell yourself that you're worthy of having joy and having abundance. Tell yourself that. Believe in yourself and know that God has put his stamp of approval on you. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, begin to kill the fears. Kill those fears. Execute it. Execute that. Examine those doubts and find out where those fears came from. Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid to go through that door? What happened? Begin to examine that. Let's get down to the root of the cause. What's the root cause for your fear? That's what we need to do. What is the root cause for your fear? And when you identify that root cause, cut it off. Cut it off at the root. You may say, Dr. T, how do I do that? By facing it. By facing that fear and say, again, I can do this. Wait a minute. Now, you aren't the first one to do that. Remember something. Like Solomon said, there's nothing new under the face of the sun. You aren't the only one that's been afraid of doing something. There are people out there who have similar apprehensions, but they overcame them. And you can do that. Don't allow fear of going back to school hinder you from getting a degree, if that's what you want to do. Don't allow the fear of writing because you're afraid, oh, nobody will like my book. Who wants to read my book? Don't allow that fear to hinder you. Don't allow yourself to not be in a wonderful, nurturing relationship because you've been hurt by someone before. Don't allow that. So many of you have missed out on opportunities because you were afraid. You were afraid. And what is fear? False evidence appearing real. A lot of times we build up this fear in our heads, and it's not even like that. So I want you to begin to write down those things if you want to do this exercise and think about the things that you are truly afraid of and what's holding you back. And begin to look at those things and say, I can do this. I'm going to face this head on, and you will not hold me back. Whatever that is that you're afraid of, identify it, speak it out of your mouth, and say, you will no longer hold me back. And remember, you want to dream big. You want to be outlandish. You want to go back to that 8-year-old self and think about all those wonderful things that you thought about when you were little. You want to be able to take chances. Therefore, you want to believe in yourself. So you got to kill those fears. If you want to walk, if you want to dream to live and have a fulfilled, purpose-driven life, you have to be outlandish. You have to learn to dream bigger. You got to take and make your current goal and inflate it. You got to go and ask your 8-year-old self, that childlike self, what should you be dreaming of? And change the words to come out of your mouth. Believe in yourself and kill those fears. And when you begin to apply these 7 tactics to your life, you will begin to dream to live. You will begin to create and build and become the best version of yourself. I'm Dr. T, and thank you so much for allowing me to share. Thank you.
All right. Queen Antoinette, could you please proceed?
As always, excellent presentation, and it knocked on a few of my doors because I know that dreaming big, it can be a bit unsettling, at least for me. And then I shared with Dr. T on occasion how I've always wanted to do a lot of things, but out of fear, I hold back. Before I started my business, I was so fearful to start it. And it took talking to Dr. T because I I knew how to edit and prep books for publishers, but everyone kept saying, "Oh yeah, she's a publisher." And Dr. T kept saying, "Oh well, yeah, Tony's a publisher." And when we first met, she asked me to help publish her book. And I told her I didn't know how. And she says, "Well, we'll learn together." And I praise God for that because she was the person who helped me gain enough faith um, to be able to do it. And I thank God for her and what she had shared. I could go on, but I'm going to let someone else have time to share too. But thank you, Dr. T, for sharing such great information.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Pastor Tony. Thank you very much. Really appreciate. And at this time, Queen First Lady Dr. Benny.
Right. Greetings. Are you guys excited? Because I am. Thank you so much. I want to welcome each and everyone. King Dr. Derek, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to voice out my opinion. Thank you so much, King Carlton. Um, Before I say a word, I just want to take this moment to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing all of us this evening. As you all know, there are a lot of people who cannot talk, they can't see, they cannot walk, they are not breathing, but you and I, we are. We give God the glory and let His will be done. And we also want to thank Him for our extraordinary CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare. There is no one like our Jehovah God. Everything is going to be fine, Mr. Ash Mufare. We know that. I am excited. And you know King Dr. Derek, sometimes he just stand and dance. He knows that there is nothing else without unpassive. Thank you. Thank you. Queen Dr. Tiford, I want to take this moment to appreciate this your mindset. This is really magnificent. I thank you. I appreciate you. Now, when it comes to fear, I am always afraid. Let me tell you, sometimes I'm afraid when like driving down the hill. So one day I asked myself, but why? So I said, Jehovah. So I was driving, right? I said, Father, please help me, help me, help me. I don't have to be afraid, but why? If young kids are driving fast, going down the hill, why not me? Do you know what's ever? I just know that when whatever thing you want to do, let's say if you're afraid of something, just call Papa God, because I did, and I was able to drive that day. I know I'm afraid to drive, but I tried my best. Um, with this your stuff, you talk about dream to live, the aspiration beyond the current limit, which it can affect my ambition and the hope. So the dream to live behind the limitation or past, the failure, and the move towards the growth or success. So I am dreaming, my own dream is to do what it takes, as I believe King Dr. Derek already knows. When we started this particular company, my main goal, my dream is to make sure that I have really asked my father, our father, that I will do what it takes to help. I know everybody wants to help, but especially these children in the St. Jude Hospital. And I pray to God that God should give me that power. See, one day I cried. I said, Father, I want to just go and touch anybody who is sick and let them get well. But if I do that, the hospitals will be mad, right? Because they want money, right? They want people to get sick. Anyway, thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Dr. Derek.
All
Thank you.
right. Wonderful. Thank you very much, First Lady Queen Dr. Benny. Really appreciate. And again, thank you very much, Queen Dr. Tunishai. Really appreciate. That was an awesome mindset. And as you know, mindset is the most important thing in our lives. Let us recognize that we need to dream, dream, dream. Don't let anyone steal your dream. All right. Do you have a dream? If you do have a dream, find one. Lock onto one. All right. It was Clarita or Clarita, which we pronounce it, not too sure. But Clarita King, find your dream. Find your dream. All right. You must have a dream. And after Martin Luther King passing, Clarita carry on the dream and didn't look back, didn't look left, didn't look right. She went forward with her husband's dream. So ensure that you have a dream. If you don't, acquire one, get it from somewhere um, or someplace, and have a dream. You must have a dream. All right. Thank you very much, Queen Dr. T. Okay, so moving right along, and of course, you know that uh, 80% of the society that we live in worldwide is on the World Wide Web. And so cybersecurity is now becoming more and more and much, much more important. And so most definitely our First Lady, cybersecurity expert, have her doctorate PhD in cybersecurity and have been doing and working assiduously to keep people safe on the World Wide Web. And so at this time, First Lady, Queen Dr. Benny, is going to give us some vital information on how to keep you safe on the World Wide Web. Over to you, Queen Dr. Benny.
Thank you. Thank you so much, King Dr. Derek, for this amazing opportunity. As you all know, this topic is on phishing. And what is phishing? And why is it dangerous for businesses? Business. You guys know that a lot of people have businesses, right? So phishing is a type of cyber attacks where the attackers, they would disguise themselves as trustworthy entity, right? Often through email, text messages, or website to trick individuals like you and I in order to reveal sensitive information such as password, credit cards, numbers, or business credentials. So why is it so dangerous? By being dangerous, we'll talk about like the data breaches that employees like you and I, may unintentionally give attackers access to confidential information or confidential data. Confidential data within our own company as well. Then you have like financial loss. The phishing can like lead to unauthorized wire transfer. They'll fool us, right? Or theft in the company. Just to let you all know that a friend of mine, someone hacked her WhatsApp. So this particular individual sent a text to me and said she needs my help. And then I asked her, I thought it was my girlfriend. I asked her, I said, so long as it's not money, right? Then after 5 hours, this individual sent a text and said they're looking, she needs 600,000 naira. 600,000 naira. And she will give it to me the next day because there is a problem with the network and she needed it immediately. So I said, by the way, it's time for us to pay rent. Yeah, which was on the first. We had to pay that rent. And I said, if you think it is really important, you can at least borrow it from somebody because I don't have the money. But I thought about it. And when I want you guys to know that if you see any email or any text and they're asking for nairas, right, which is Nigerian money, please just know that it is a scam. But so at the end, even though I said I was being nice, I said I do not have the money at the moment, and I also told her that she can take it easy and tell those people who really wants the money immediately that they should calm down. As soon as the network comes back to normal, she can send the money. Then in my head, I said, you scammer. That is what I said. And the person did not respond to me again. So scamming or hackers are out there trying to fish to deal with all of us. Please give me some time so I can share my screen, okay? I do understand that there are some people who like to see the PowerPoint presentation. Thank you so much. Sorry. So businesses are thriving in a digital age. So we are all more connected than ever. Yes, we are. But there is a catch, like phishing. It is sneaky trick that cyber criminals love to use. They set trap in emails, on the phone, across social media. And it's happening every day. And even in text messages. Their goal is to get you to spill out your secret. Stuff like your credit card numbers, your login credential, more and more. So phishing is not just some tech term anymore. It is a big deal. It is constantly changing and getting smarter at tricking folks, especially elderlies. Now, whether you are running a business or just swapping the web, phishing is a real threat, especially this year, 2025. So these cyber scammers, sometimes they will pretend to be someone you trust, right? It's happening. Now, they will use false sense of urgency. As I told you guys, what happened to me from my friend asking me for 600,000 nairas. Do you guys notice that? I went and checked. How much is it? I went to Google to find out how much is 600,000 nairas. It was like 300 and let me just say $80. I say, chai. For me, borrowing somebody 380 when I know that it's time for me to pay my rent. My goodness. So, as you guys notice, they use a false sense of urgency or act officially to get you to let your guide down. Now, before you know it, you might give away things like your login credentials, credit card information, or bank account numbers by exploiting human psychology. Now, and once they have this information, watch out. They could steal your identity, take your money, or get into your private files. So how does this phishing work? Wondering how phishing campaign goes down? It is like a well-planned theft. But in a digital world, let me just show you guys something like choosing the target. Phishers, they will pick out who they want to trick. I know that most of the time, they want to trick elderlies. Sometimes they will go after specific people or businesses, especially if they think there is something valuable to grab.
Crossing from France. They will all be from, mostly from Muslim countries. They will be from North Africa. They might be from the Middle East. They will predominantly.
Crafting the con. Now they whip up a message that looks like legitimate, like it is coming from a real company or someone you know. They are pretty good at using all the right logos and making emails, addresses look almost right. Now, the whole point is to make you think it is real deal, okay? So sending out these phony messages, they will send you away, right? So it could be a pop-up in your email, show up as a text, or even come in as a phone call. They can contact you, which it depends upon what kind of phishing they are doing. Really, right? Really look, you in. Now, so if you take this bet, like replying to their messages or clicking on the hyperlink they send, that is when they strike you just like that. So they can snatch your personal info or even sneak the malware into your computer via what? Via the malicious link. Now, it is sneaky. It is really sneaky business. But knowing how these phishing attacks work is the first step in making sure you and your business do not get caught in the net. Phishing scams are like an ultimate trickers, using a mix of clever tricks and what? A bit of emotional manipulation. Now, they are really good at pretending to be someone they're not, which makes it tough to spot that danger. All right? So playing on what they do is that they try to play on your emotion. Now, think fear, curiosity, and urgency, or even greed. These scams hit with what? Messages that make you want to act fast. Maybe they scare you with talk of account suspension. So just to let you guys know, if someone said they want to suspend your account, then you know who they are, right? They dangle in an amazing deal right in front of you. And some of them, they try to impersonate you as well. Ever get an email that looks exactly like it is from a big company or someone you know, that's them. Faking email addresses, copying logos, and making web pages that look spot on. They are all about making you believe it is legit to get you logged in, your login credentials. Always mixing it up. So just when you think you have got phishing figured out, the scammer changed their game. They are always finding new ways to trick folks like you and I. Whether it is switching up how they contact you, cooking up new laws, or jumping on the latest trend to make their phony messages or malicious website seem real. So the next time you get an email message that set up an alarm bell, trust your guts. The phishing guys are sneaky, but you know their tricks, right? You know it very well. So phishing is not just a minor headache. It is not. But it is a major threat now to any businesses, big or small. Now, we do have something about like financial risk. It is not just about losing money on the spot, but think credit card fraud, mess up your business deal, and the high cost of cleaning up your mess. Plus, there is, like the threat of fines and legal headache. Even what? Higher insurance premium, regulatory risks. So when hit by successful phishing, and you might leak sensitive information about your team, about your client, or your partners, that can lead to legal trouble, watchdogs breathing down your neck, and even problems when you are licensed or contract. When something happens bad, there's always trouble. You don't know what else to do. Operational risk. Now, phishing can throw a wreck into how your business is run. Imagine log files disrupt what? The workflow, lost thread secret, and tech system taking a hit. It's ripe for increase in the information technology costs and the trend or the strength business relation with external partner. Now, sometimes when you have all these problems, there is something about the reputational risk. So a phishing attack can also tarnish your good name, right? Oh, it can. And it can shake customers' trust, stir up a negative press, hit your employees' morale, and even hurt your stock value if you are publicly trading, right? Now you have about the cybersecurity risk. Phishing opens the door to all sorts of cyber threat. The malware, ransomware, broken security protocols, and sneaky threats that can exploit your vulnerabilities. As you all know, vulnerability is like weakness within the network. And then it will lead to what? Data breach. It's really a big deal for safety of your network and data. Now, in order for you to identify and prevent the phishing is like, as I said, it's like a sneaking fisherman trying to reel into your sensitive information. But do not worry. There are certain ways that can keep your business safe and solve some of the problems, right? It's for you now to recognize the signs of the phishing attack. You check the sender's email, right? The address for oddities, weird spellings. When an email is sent to you, check the spelling. Check also the company's name, check the spelling as well. The spellings may be wrong. And if the spellings are wrong, then you know that it's not real, right? Generic greetings, and it's also a red flag. Watch out for links and attachment. Most of the time, these hackers, they will do what it takes just to send you an attachment. Immediately you click on that attachment, something happens. So hover over the links to pick on the URL, got unexpected attachment. Think twice before opening it. Remember, if someone sends you an email that I am the one who sent it to you, I think you should call me. Bad grammar or urgent demands, as this person demanded that 600,000 naira. Another sign of suspicious email being sent to you. Got an email asking for what? Sensitive information like credit card numbers or login stuff. That is why I told you guys once that when it comes to your login credential, try to memorize it and make sure you don't give it to anybody. Double check it if it is legit before you share any information out there, right? Provide security awareness training to the employees. That means since this is for business, the CEO, the assistant CEO, and then you have chief information security officers and the rest. You have human resources. Some of them, they will be the one to send information about the training to the employees. So run fake phishing tests to test the employees, what to watch for and how to report the phishing attempt. Now keep them in the loop with regular updates on new phishing tricks, like those scary spear phishing or phishing scam. Conduct regular updates and keep all your software, especially your security stuff like firewalls and antivirus, up to date. Now you have to add extra protection layers with the multi-factor authentication, anti-phishing tools, and spam filter. And you have partners with a managed service provider. Now, a managed service provider like this company has your back. For now, our own company too will have your back. So phishing remains a significant threat to any of the businesses, right? Phishing attacks are persistent and damaging cyber threat for any of your businesses and also for individuals as well. Now, so they can exploit a human psychology and digital defense gap, now making them a preferred weapon for cyber criminals. Despite the technological advancement in cybersecurity, phishing remains what a top concern due to its simplicity, the adaptability with high success rate. Now, the risk posed by phishing are more significant. That can even, especially with the rise of remote work, as you all know, a lot of people like to do remote work, right? But because of our amazing president, he wants a lot of us to go back to work. So understanding the depth of the phishing impact and exploiting the effective countermeasure is essential now for everyone using the digital tool. So this is where I got my information from. And thank you all. As you all know, we have to be vigilant when it comes to phishing. Thank you so much for listening. Yes, Queen Pastor Antoinette.
Great presentation. As you were going through, I remembered having to check emails and how they're, the after the at sign, having to check to see if the spelling was correct. It would look like it came from PayPal or Google or whatever the application was. Just checking the spelling and you know trying to keep the securities up to date and all that other stuff. And so great information. It just brought back some of the things that I was taught and gotten used to, but then also things that I need to put into action. So thank you, Dr. Benny, for all that you share with us and keeping us safe using the internet.
Thank you so much, Queen Pastor Antoinette. I am glad that you guys are seeing what is happening out there. The fishers are out there, they're out there trying to lure with all of us. We just have to be vigilant. Thank you so much for your support, for your love within this company.
Certainly. Thank you so much, Dr. Derek. You know, dream to live. I know this topic might be a little strange, not really, not for me, because you all know how I roll, as they say. I'm always trying to encourage, exhort, transform. And like I said earlier, I think that people are losing the heart to dream because there's so many things that on their plates right now. We just don't dream anymore. We just kind of go through the motions of life. And this message is not only for you, but it's also for me. I'm always the first partaker of my messages. So when I bring you something, I'm preaching to me. I'm not just sitting here telling you what to do. I'm telling myself what to do. So I would like to encourage you all to dream bigger and to live a more exciting and fulfilled life. Come out of your comfort zone. Stop being comfortable. I know I know it's not scary when you just stay and being comfortable. But the downside of all of that is that you don't reach your full potential. You don't stretch yourself. And one of the things we need to do in this life is to stretch ourselves. Everything you see, the car, the plane, the spaceships, somebody dreamed that. That was dreamt, and that it was a vision in somebody's mind, and it came to fruition. You look at the vehicles that you all drive. I think about the Ford car. Antoinette always talks about Henry Ford. Just think about his vision, his dream to put everyone on wheels, not just a wealthy person, but the common man. So no matter what your walk of life is, you are driving a car. And that was his vision. That was his dream. Everything that you see and you can touch is tangible. The table that you sit at, the chairs that you sit on, that was someone's dream. That was someone's dream. So begin to dream. Don't lose heart. And whatever you're going through, know that you can come through it. Know that it's nothing impossible if you believe. And like Dr. Benny always says, put God first. Don't leave him out of the equation because he made us creators. He's the creator and we are creator. So just begin to live your best life now by dreaming to live. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Queen Dr. T. Really appreciate that summation and that wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
Over to you, First Lady Queen Dr. Benny, for your closing.
Thank you so much, King Dr. Derek and Queen Dr. T. So why is phishing dangerous for businesses? We talk about data breaches, which the employee may unintentionally give attackers access to their confidential information about the company, right? Then we talk about the financial loss. Like phishing can also lead to unauthorized wire transfer. We would transfer money, and when you transfer the money, just like when somebody asks you to Zelle, they will ask you, the Zelle will say, do you really know this person? Right? Because if you send that money, that is it, right? So we talk about reputational damages. Now, a breach can also erode customer trust. customer trust is very important when it comes to your company, right? And it might damage the reputation of your company, and you don't want that. Now, we talk about like legal consequences. Businesses like Dr. T's business, which is small business, and I know it's going to grow, may face regular penalties if sensitive customers' data are being exposed, right? So phishing will exploit human trust to gain unauthorized access, making it one of the most effective and dangerous threats to business today. So phishing is also a deceptive, what should I say, cyber tactics that target individuals like you and I and any organization to gain unauthorized access to sensitive information for businesses, and the consequences that can be severe. Now, ranging from financial losses and data breaches to reputational harm and legal liabilities. So a phishing attack grows more sophisticated. It is critical for businesses to invest in cybersecurity awareness, right? Employee training and robust protection strategy to safeguard what? Their operation, and to maintain the trust with the client and also the stakeholders. Thank you so much, King Dr. Derek, for the opportunity.
Really do appreciate. Thank you all very much. All right, King Carlton in the house. Wonderful. Thank you very much. All right, so thank you, Queen Dr. T and First Lady Queen Dr. Benny. Thank you both lovely ladies so much for still pushing through in spite of my challenges, technical challenges here. All right. I just realized that my 680 um, WhatsApp just came back up. So hopefully it will stay up until Thursday. All right. Hopefully it will stay up until Thursday. Um, all right. So thank you all very much, those on YouTube. And oh my, the 31 persons actually still came on YouTube. Thank you all very much and really appreciate it. So we do have other sister platform that meet. We have the Yvonne Duo, Queen Yvonne and Queen Dr. Yvonne and Queen Yvonne Finn every weekday, Monday to Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I also have O Passion on Thursday morning, and not 100% sure because I know they took a break last week Thursday. And then Thursday evening, we have deep dive once again, and then come Sunday, it will be Dream Team at 12:45. So join those platform and just keep an eye, please to keep an eye on your virtual office in on passive, right there in O News. O News. Would you believe somebody asked me what is O News? I couldn't even respond. I know I don't even respond because I oh my goodness, what is O News? Anyway, so keep an eye on your O News um, in your updates because that is where some potent information will flow from our wonderful CEO, Ash Mufari. So thank you all very much. Really appreciate. And for those on YouTube, hats off. Thank you very much for joining us once again on Deep Dive Globally Changing Lives. And so, without any further ado, for those of us who are here physically on the webinar platform, we are going to transition with Queen Dr. Nadu just for you with the after party.
Thank you.